Okay, what we're going to do in this video is we are actually going to begin ad creation, and I'm going to give you some things, some suggestions, obviously, and I'm going to show you the basics of all these. I will, in some of the other videos, make sure that I totally dial it in for you so I can show you exactly what you should do and what you shouldn't do, and kind of tier you up, walk you from a beginner ad to a more advanced ad. And we're going to start with kind of the easiest low-hanging fruit ad that you can run, and it's actually called a boost post. Okay, now how it works is I am at my business page. Okay, remember I said there's a difference between you can't advertise on a profile page. I'm on my business page. I've got a post that I just made. Now this is a post that I made that's on my page. You can actually look at it, because the reason I'm emphasizing this is you can actually make ads that look like posts, obviously, that are what they call dark posts, that is a post that you create in the ads area. I'll show you that when we get to it. That is not on your fan page. Okay, so no one. So if this was a dark post, they wouldn't see it on my fan page or my business page. It would only be as an ad. Okay, but what I like to do is when I make posts, if I see one that seems to have some decent engagement or has been fed enough people. So as an example, this one right here, I made it a while ago. I just wanted to find a relevant ad that would make sense for you guys, or for you. Is this one, let's say I wanted to boost this post so that it maybe targeted more people that are friends of mine, fans on my page, or I wanted to just target friends of the people here, and I'll show you this. Okay, so now here's what my warning is. Warning, warning, warning about boost post. It's so easy to do that you can really spend a lot of money real fast and maybe not get the results you're looking for, as opposed to a more tailored, detailed ad that I'll show you in a minute. But boost posts are great for getting engagement and just keeping your message in front of your fans. Okay, now, speaking of which, understand that if you end up getting 4,000, 5,000, 100,000 people that are fans of your page, just please understand that this is a free platform, but I guarantee you and can promise you that Facebook is not going to feed everything you post to all 100,000 people out there. They're a business. They're trying to make money. There's nothing wrong with that. So you pay a few bucks to use their platform to drive traffic to it. Okay, so that's kind of the name of the game, and that's why you got this course in the first place. Okay, so let me shut my pie hole here and go on to the next subject. Boost post. You see this little button down here? Typically that's where it's been, and that's where it's probably going to stay for a while. But all you do is you click boost post, and it's going to give you a few options. Okay, now the options is going to pull up this thing right here. You can actually see what it looks like in a desktop, mobile, or Instagram feed. Like as an example, this is a short video. If it's under 30 seconds, or I'm sorry, if it's under a minute, you can run that as an ad on Instagram. So if I wanted to see what it would look like on Instagram, this is what it looks like. It's automatically playing, and it would be kind of cool that they have that, right? Okay, so you can kind of look at the different formats of what it is. But I'm gonna just, it's more than likely it's gonna feed to my here, or to all of those platforms. Now, what this is here, right here, is a button. You'll notice that my post itself does not have a button. There's no call to action. If I wanted a call to action, I could click on here, and maybe I had something in my video or my post that was interesting enough. Typically, the one that you want to use most often is learn more, and you'll see that it should change it real quick. You see that right there? There you go. It changed to learn more. It's defaulting to MikeHealyTraining.com because this is the link I put. Now, if I wanted to put in there free Healy book, which we've covered in a few of these things, you'll notice that it still leaves MikeHealyTraining.com, okay, as the default URL, but because it says free Healy book, it's pulling information from over here, which might be a little confusing to you, but it's okay if you want to do that. Now, I typically, if I'm boosting a post, in a lot of cases, I just go without a button. So it just looks like a post, and a lot of them you'll see that say sponsored. It kind of blends in. It says sponsored. It's not going to, to give anybody a call to action. which is kind of nice for like if you wanted to give an update or you wanted to say hi and you wanted more people to see it, but there really wasn't any call to action. It's kind of a rapport building thing. Okay. Now, the other thing is there's a couple options that you have. You can click on here, people who you choose through targeting that defaults to it, people who like your page, or people who like your page and their friends. This one's really, really good because typically anybody that's liked your page more than likely hangs out with people that have similar interests. So if you click that one, it'll just change it. It'll tell you what, kind of the connections. Now, let me show you this one real quick. People you choose through targeting. If you wanted to, you could click on here and edit this, and it's actually going to pull up some different things that will give you, maybe my post is only going to be designed for men. You could click that, and I only want people between the ages of, 35 and 65, as opposed to that. And maybe I'm running this as maybe I got a meeting going on or something that I'm trying to get people to. I could be as detailed as Columbus, Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if it goes up there. Yeah. So in there, and then I got it right here, and yeah, so we're good. And I think, let me see if that does it. No, it's just a thing. So I'm basically, oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. I could target people within a 25-mile radius all the way up to 50. So I can go from 10 miles. So I want to be narrowed because I just want people here, or I wanted to go all the way 50-mile radius of where I live because people will drive an hour to get to a meeting, that kind of thing. Okay. So you can go in there, be specific, and be more dialed in and targeted. From a Boost Post perspective, if you're just trying to get some more engagement, make it look cool, and you want the low-hanging fruit of a Boost Post, I would just click people who like your page and their friends. Okay, get that clicked. Now here's where it rubber meets the road. Is anytime you're in any of the ads areas, it typically will give you these options. You got your total budget, which is real important, meaning that you can say, hey, I'm willing to spend 20 bucks on this to get enough people out there. They're estimating, based on the size of my audience, because I have 4,000 or 5,000, 4,000 people that have liked my page, that if I go after the people that have liked my page and their friends, they're estimating that between 400, 1,200 people per day would see it. Now, here's the thing. The duration is, they give you some options, and they show you when the shutdown date is. I typically, if I want to run a Boost Post like this, I would go 7 days, and you'll see that it's actually going to reach a few more people, but I'm still only spending $20. If I click, and it shows me that it's going to spend $2.85. If I spread that out to 14 days, obviously these numbers dropped way down because we're only spending $1.42 per day as opposed to, $2.85. And if I blew the whole wad in one day, it would reach this many people and serve it up. So maybe I had some late notice thing that I wanted to do on a Boost Post, I would do that. But typically I run 7 day. I would do 7 days. Okay. Now the other thing is you have to have this on here. If you have multiple accounts, and if you click Boost Post and it says I don't have a credit card, it might be because you've got one of your ad groups or your profiles are in here that you didn't know it. So just make sure you click on the one that actually has your credit card on it. Okay. And then what you would do, obviously US dollars, where you can do any currency. You click a Boost Post, it will send it off, and it will let you know up in the alerts area if your ad has been approved or disapproved. Now understand this, and I may a lot of this stuff I'm going to go over multiple times just because you got to hammer it home. But understand that if you have too much text on an image, it won't go through. Okay. Now in a lot of video ads that you do, if there's an ad that maybe you have running that's got a ton of text throughout the entire video, you can create a thumbnail image that would be more blank with maybe just a picture on it, and it would go through versus it automatically defaulted to this one right here. Okay. So Boost Post is kind of to wind this one down, is the low hanging fruit that you can go in. Okay. And we're going to cancel that ad. You find something that you've liked, or you've seen some organic. Now they understand this. Organic is this is pretty decent organic reach because there were engagements on it, there were shares, and then there were plenty of views because this is a short little video that I made. I put a little bit of text in here with some emojis, and we're good to go. But if I want to boost this, click on Boost Post, no button, people who like your page and their friends. I'm going to spend 20 bucks over 7 days. It remembered all the stuff that I just went through. I click boost, done deal. Okay. So that's how you, low hanging fruit, boost the post, make it happen. Test one out. Understand too that you can test these out at like $5. And so when you don't have to spend the 20, you can spend as little as you want or as much as you want. Obviously as much as you want, but always test things at real low dollar amounts, and I'll show you that as we get into the other ads. There you go.